U.S. State Psychology Mental Health Counselors Social Work Organizations and Boards from the Agape Center. Chapter 1. U.S. State Psychology Organizations from the agapecenter.com/organization/state-psychological.htm. alapsych.org, Alabama Psychological Association. dced.state.ak.us/occ/ppsy.htm, Alaska Board of Psychologists and Psychological Associate Examiners. Psychologists Association.ab.ca, Psychologists Association of Alberta, Canada, CA. azpa.org, Arizona Psychological Association. adlerianaz.org, Adlerian Society of Arizona, ASA. aristotle.net/ARPA, Arkansas Psychological Association. Psychologists.bc.ca, British Columbia Psychological Association, BCPA, Canada, CA. calpsichlink.org, California Psychological Association. coloradopsych.org, Colorado Psychological Association. conpsych.org, Connecticut Psychological Association. dpsych.org, Delaware Psychological Association. dcpaonline.org, District of Columbia Psychological Association. flapsych.com, Florida Psychological Association. gapsychology.org, Georgia Psychological Association. hawaiipsych.org, Hawaii Psychological Association. illinoispsychology.org, Illinois Psychological Association. inpsych.com, Indiana Psychological Association. iowapsychology.org, Iowa Psychological Association, IPA. inlandnet.net/KSPsych, Kansas Psychological Association. kpa.org, Kentucky Psychological Association. mepia.org, Maine Psychological Association. mps.mb.ca, Manitoba Psychological Society. Canada, CA. marylandpsychology.org, Maryland Psychological Association. masspsych.org, Massachusetts Psychological Association. mikehpsych.org, Michigan Psychological Association. psychologyboard.state.mn.us, Minnesota Board of Psychology, MBP. mnpsych.org, Minnesota Psychological Association, MPA. womenpsychologists.org, Minnesota Women in Psychology, MWP. mpassociation.org, Mississippi Psychological Association. mopsych.org, Missouri Psychological Association. wtp.net/mpa, Montana Psychological Association. nebpsych.org, Nebraska Psychological Association. nhpaonline.org, New Hampshire Psychological Association. psychologynewjersey.org, New Jersey Psychological Association. swcp.com/nmpia, New Mexico Psychological Association. psychreg.health.nsw.gov.au, Psychologists Registration Board of New South Wales, Australia, O. nispa.org, New York State Psychological Association. nfpsych.com, Association of Newfoundland Psychologists, ANP. Canada, CA. ncpsychology.com, North Carolina Psychological Association. apns.ca, Association of Psychologists of Nova Scotia. Canada, CA. opsych.org, Ohio Psychological Association. okpsych.org, Oklahoma Psychological Association. psych.on.ca, Ontario Psychological Association. Canada, CA. opa.org, Oregon Psychological Association. papsy.org, Pennsylvania Psychological Association, PPA. asppr.org, Association de Psicologia de Puerto Rico. ordrepsy.qc.ca, Ordre de Psychologues du Québec, Canada, CA. psychologyboard.qld.gov.au, Psychologists Board of Queensland. Australia, O. ripcch.org, Rhode Island Psychological Association. midnet.sc.edu/scpia, South Carolina Psychological Association. SISD.com, South Dakota Psychological Association. sun.soci.niu.edu/SSPP, Southern Society for Philosophy and Psychology, SSPP. tpaonline.org, Tennessee Psychological Association, TPA. texaspseek.org, Texas Psychological Association, TPA. BiharPSeek.org, Bihar County Psychological Association, BCPA. SanAntonio.gov style equals text decoration, none, San Antonio, Texas, TX. UtahPsych.org, Utah Psychological Association. central-vt.com/web/VPA, Vermont Psychological Association. psycreg.vic.gov.au, Psychologists Registration Board of Victoria, PRVB, Australia, O. vapcch.org, Virginia Psychological Association. wapcch.org, Washington State Psychological Association. plboards.state.wy.us/psychology/index.asp, Wyoming Board of Psychology. wypsych.org, Wyoming Psychological Association. Chapter 2. Counselor License Boards by U.S. State. State Professional Counselors Boards. apc.state.al.us, Alabama Board of Examiners in Counseling. commerce.alaska.gov/web/cbpl/professional licensing/professional counselors.aspx, Alaska Board of Professional Counselors. azbbe.us, Arizona Board of Behavioral Health Examiners. arkansas.gov/apc, Arkansas State Professional Counselors Board. bbs.ca.gov, California Registry of Professional Counselors. colorado.gov/pacific/doras/professional_counselor, Colorado Licensed Professional Counselors Examiners Board. dpr.delaware.gov/board/profcounselors/index.shtml, Delaware Board of Professional Counselors. Florida's mentalhealthprofessions.gov, Florida Board of Mental Health Counseling. sos.ga.gov/index.php/licensing/plb/43, Georgia State Professional Counselors Board. cca.hawaii.gov/pvl/program/mental, Hawaii Mental Health Counselor Licensing. pvl.ehawaii.gov/pvl-search, Hawaii Counselor License Lookup. ebol.idaho.gov/ebol/boardpage.aspx ? Bureau Idaho State Licensing Board of Professional Counselors. idfpr.com/prof/profcounselor.asp, Illinois Professional Counselor Licensing. in.gov/pla/social.htm, Indiana Mental Health Counselor Board. idph.iowa.gov/licensure/iowa-board-of-behavioral-science, Iowa Behavioral Science Examiners Board. ksbsrb.org, Kansas Behavioral Sciences Regulatory Board. lpc.ky.gov/pages/default.aspx State Professional Counselors Board. lpcboard.org, Louisiana State Professional Counselors Board. state.me.us/pfr/professional licensing/professions/counselors/index.html, Maine Professional Counselors Licensing. dhmh.maryland.gov/bopc/pages/index.aspx, Maryland State Professional Counselors Board. mass.gov/dpl/board/mh, Massachusetts Board of Allied Mental Health. michigan.gov/mdch/0-1607, 7-132-27417_27529_27536, 00.html Board of Counseling. bbht.state.mn.us Board of Behavioral Health and Therapy. lpc.ms.gov/secure/index.asp Board of Licensed Professional Counselors. pr.mo.gov/counselors.asp, Missouri State Committee for Professional Counselors. b.sd.dli.mt.gov/license/bsd_board/bbh_board/board_page.asp, Montana State Professional Counselors Board. dhhs.ne.gov/publichealth/pages/crl_mhcs_mental_cpc.aspx, Nebraska Mental Health Licensing. state.nh.us/mhpb, New Hampshire Board of Mental Health Practice. New Jersey ConsumerAffairs.gov/pc/pages/default.aspx, New Jersey Professional Counselor Examiners Committee. rld.state.nm.us/board/counseling_and_therapy_practice.aspx, New Mexico Counseling Board. op.nis.gov/prof/mhp/mhclic.htm, New York State Mental Health Practitioner Licensing. ncblpc.org, North Carolina Board of Licensed Professional Counselors. edutech.nodac.edu/ndbce, North Dakota State Professional Counselors Board. cswmft.ohio.gov, Ohio Counselors Licensing Board. ok.gov/behavioral health, Oklahoma Professional Counselor Licensing. oblpct.state.or.us, Oregon Board of Licensed Professional Counselors. dos.pa.gov/professional licensing/boards commission/social workers Maria Jean Family Therapists and Professional Counselors/pages/default.aspx, Pennsylvania Board of Professional Counselors. health.ri.gov/licenses/detail.php?id=228, Rhode Island Board of Mental Health Counselors. llr.state.sc.us/poll/counselors, South Carolina Professional Counselor Licensing. dss.sd.gov/licensing board/examiners.aspx, South Dakota State Professional Counselors Board. tn.gov/health/topic/pcmft-board, Tennessee Board of Professional Counselors. dshs.state.tx.us/counselors/default.shtm, Texas State Professional Counselors Board. dopl.utah.gov/licensing/cmhc.html, Utah Professional Counselor Licensing Board. sec.vt.us/professional-regulation/list-of-professions/allied-mental-health.aspx, Vermont Allied Mental Health Practitioners Board. dhp.virginia.gov/counseling, Virginia Board of Counseling. doh.wa.gov/licenses permits and certificates/professions new renew or PD8/mental health counselor, Washington Registered Counselor Program. wvbec.org, West Virginia Board of Examiners in Counseling. dsps.wi.gov/boards-counselor/board-counselor-section-main-page.wisconsin Professional Counselor Licensing. plboards.state.wy.us/mental health/index.asp, Wyoming Mental Health Professions Licensing Board. Counselor License Lookup websites for some U.S. states. Look up a counselor's name to see if they really have the licenses they claim and if they committed transgressions or are in good standing. apc.state.al.us/licensee.aspx, Alabama Counselor License Lookup. commerce.alaska.gov/cbp/main/cbplsearch.aspx?mode=prof, Alaska Professional License Lookup. azbbe.us/node/3, Arizona Counselor License Verifications. arkansas.gov/apc/search.php, Arkansas State Counselor License Verification. bbs.ca.gov/quick_link/web-lookup.shtml, California Registry of Professional Counselors. Colorado.gov/DORAS/licensing/lookup/license-lookup.aspx, Colorado Counselor License Lookup. elicense.ct.gov/lookup/license-lookup.aspx, Connecticut Professional Counselor License Verification. dpronline.delaware.gov/mylicense%20 web lookup/search.aspx, Delaware Mental Health License Lookup. doh.state.fl.us/irm00pras/praslist.asp, Florida Licensed Counselor Lookup. verify.sos.ga.gov/website/verification, Georgia Professional Counselor License Verification. pvl.ehawaii.gov/pvl search, Hawaii Counselor License Lookup. secure.ebol.idaho.gov/eibol public/lpr browser.aspx, Idaho Counselor License Verification. ilesonline.idfpr.illinois.gov/lookup/license-lookup.aspx, Illinois Professional Counselor License Lookup. mylicense.in.gov/e-verification/search.aspx, Indiana Mental Health Counselor License Search. ibplicense.iowa.gov/public-portal/iowa/ibpl/public-carch/public-carch.jsp, Iowa Mental Health Counselor License Verification. kansas.gov/bsrb-verification/index.do, Kansas Behavioral Sciences License Verification. qnp.force.com/public/license verification professional counselor license search. lpcboard.org/lpc_new.php, Louisiana Counselor License Listing. pfr.informe.org/omsonline/omsquery/search individual.aspx, Maine Counselor License Search. mdbnc.dhmh.md.gov/pct verification/default.aspx, Maryland State Counselor License Verifications. license.reg.state.ma.us/public/lick.asp query =personal &color =red &board =mh, Massachusetts Mental Health Counselor License Lookup. lara.state.mi.us/val/license/search counselor license search. bht.hlb.state.mn.us/desktop default.aspx tab index =1 &tabid =61 counselor license verifications. lpc.ms.gov/secure/licenses-arch.asp counselor license lookup. renew.pr.mo.gov/licensee-search.asp, Missouri Professional Counselor License Search. ebis.mt.gov/poll, Montana Counselor License Status. nebraska.gov/listsearch/search.cgi, Nebraska Mental Health License Lookup. New Jersey.mylicense.com/verification/search.aspx, New Jersey Professional Counselor License Verification. verification.rld.state.nm.us, New Mexico Counselor License Verification. op.nis.gov/opsearches.htm, New York State Mental Health Counselor License Search. ncblpc.org/verify.php, North Carolina Counselor License Verifications. license.ohio.gov/lookup/default.asp, Ohio Counselor License Verification. ok.gov/health/counselor/app/index.php, Oklahoma Counselor License Search. hrlb.oregon.gov/oblpct/licensee lookup/index.asp, Oregon Counselor Licensee Directories. licensepa.state.pa/pa/nav=, Pennsylvania Counselor License Search. verify.llronline.com/licklookup/lookupmain.aspx, South Carolina Counselor License Lookup. dss.sd.gov/behavioral health services/licensing board/board_examiners.asp, South Dakota Counselor Licensee Roster. apps.health.tn.gov/lickensure, Tennessee Counselor License Lookup. vo.ras.dshs.state.tx.us/datamart/login.do, Texas State Counselor License Verification. secure.utah.gov/llv/search/index.html, Utah Professional Counselor License Verification. secure.vtprofessionals.org/lookup/license-lookup.aspx, Vermont Counselor License Verification. dhp.virginiainteractive.org/lookup/index, Virginia Professional Counselor License Verification. fortress.wa.gov/do/provider credential search, Washington Mental Health Counselor License Search. wvbec.org/verification of lickensure/names of wvlpc.html, West Virginia Counselor License Verifications. online.drl.wi.gov/license-lookup/license-lookup.aspx, Wisconsin Professional Counselor License Search. plboards.state.wy.us/mental health/license directory.asp, Wyoming Counselor License Verification. Chapter 3. State Mental Health Psychology Social Work Agencies. State Mental Health Agency websites. mh.state.al.us, Alabama Department of Mental Health and Mental Retardation. alaska.net/AMHB, Alaska Mental Health Board. hs.state.az.us/bhs/index.htm, Arizona Division of Behavioral Health Services. state.ar.us/dhs/dmhs, Arkansas Division of Behavioral Health Services. dmh.cahwnet.gov, California Department of Mental Health. cdhs.state.co.us/dmh, Colorado Division of Mental Health. dmhes.state.ct.us, Connecticut Department of Mental Health. state.de.us/dhss/dsamh/dmhhome.htm, Delaware Division of Substance Abuse and Mental Health. dmh.dc.gov/maine.shtm, District of Columbia Department of Mental Health. dcf.state.fl.us/mental health, Florida Mental Health Services. mhdad.dhr.georgia.gov/portal/site, Georgia Division of Mental Health. hawaii.gov/health/mental-health, Hawaii Mental Health Services. health-and-welfare.idaho.gov/alias__rainbow/lang_n_n-34588/desktop-default.aspx, Idaho Mental Health Program. dhs.state.il.us/mhdd/mh, Illinois Mental Health Services. in.gov/fsss/servicemental, Indiana Division of Mental Health and Addiction. dhs.state.ia.us/mhdd, Iowa Division of Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities. srskansas.org/hcp/mhmain.htm, Kansas Mental Health Program. dhh.state.laus/omh, Louisiana Office of Mental Health. state.me.us/dmhmrsa, Maine Behavioral and Developmental Services. dhmh.state.md.us/mhs/index.htm, Maryland Mental Hygiene Administration. mass.gov/portal/index.jsp question page ID =EOS2 agency landing &L =4 &L0 home &L1 government &L2 departments +& divisions &L3 department +of mental +health &SID EOS2, Massachusetts Department of Mental Health. michigan.gov/mdch/0,1607,7-132-2941_4868, -00.html, Michigan Mental Health and Disability Services. dhs.state.mn.us/main/groups/disabilities/documents/pub/dhs_id_000085.hcsb, Minnesota Mental Health Division. dmh.state.ms.us, Mississippi Department of Mental Health. dmh.missouri.gov, Missouri Department of Mental Health. dphs.state.mt.us/about_addictive_mental_disorders/addictive_mental_disorders.htm, Montana Addictive and Mental Disorders Division. hhs.state.ne.us/bes/mhsa.htm, Nebraska Mental Health, Substance Abuse and Addiction Services. mhds.state.nv.us, Nevada Division of Mental Health and Developmental Services. dhhs.state.nh.us/programs+sign services/topic.htm ?selection mark selection item == New Hampshire Mental Health Programs. state.nj.us/human services/dmhs/index.html, New Jersey Mental Health Services. health.state.nm.us, New Mexico Department of Health. omh.state.ny.us, New York Office of Mental Health. dhhs.state.nc.us/mhddsas, North Carolina Mental Health Programs. state.nd.us/human services/services/mental health/mental-health/index.html, North Dakota Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services. mh.state.oh.us, Ohio Department of Mental Health. odmhsas.org, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health. dhs.state.or.us/mental health, Oregon Mental Health Services. dpw.state.pa.us/disable/mental health services, Pennsylvania Mental Health Services. mhrh.state.ri.us, Rhode Island Department of Mental Health. state.sc.us/dmh, South Carolina Department of Mental Health. state.sd.us/dhs/dmh/index.htm, South Dakota Division of Mental Health. state.tn.us/mental, Tennessee Department of Mental Health and Developmental Disabilities. mhmr.state.tx.us, Texas Mental Health Services. dsamh.utah.gov/substance abuse treatment.htm, Utah Division of Substance Abuse and Mental Health. state.vt.us/dmh, Vermont Department of Developmental and Mental Health Services. dshs.wa.gov/mental health, Washington State Mental Health Division. wvdhhr.org/bhhf, West Virginia Bureau for Behavioral Health. dhfs.state.wi.us/bqa-consumer/aota_mh/aota_mh-index.htm, Wisconsin Mental Health Services. mentalhealth.state.wy.us, Wyoming Mental Health Division. State Psychology Board websites. psychology.state.al.us, Alabama Board of Examiners in Psychology. dced.state.ak.us/occ/ppsy.htm, Alaska Psychology Board. psychboard.az.gov, Arizona Board of Psychologist Examiners. accessarkansas.org/app, Arkansas Board of Examiners in Psychology. psychboard.ca.gov, California Board of Psychology. dora.state.co.us/mental-health/cyboard.htm, Colorado Psychologist Examiners Board. ct-clic.com/detail.asp $!1765, Connecticut Psychologist Licensing. Professional licensing.state.de.us/board/psychology, Delaware Board of Examiners of Psychologists. doh.state.fl.us/mqs/psychology/psi_home.html, Florida Board of Psychology. sos.state.ga.us/plb/psych, Georgia State Board of Examiners of Psychologists. hawaii.gov/dcca/area/pvl/board/psychology, Hawaii Psychology Licensing. ebol.idaho.gov/sci.htm, Idaho State Board of Psychologist Examiners. dpr.state.il.us/who/psych.asp, Illinois Psychology Licensing. in.gov/hpb/board/isbb, Indiana State Psychology Board. idph.state.ia.us/lookinsure/board_home.asp?board=sign Iowa Board of Psychology Examiners. ksbsrb.org/psychologists.html, Kansas Behavioral Sciences Regulatory Board. finance.ky.gov/our-cabinet/cabo-ff/oas/op/psych-bd, Kentucky Board of Examiners of Psychology. lsbep.org, Louisiana State Board of Examiners of Psychologists. state.me.us/pfr/olr/categories/cat35.htm, Maine Psychologists Licensing. dhmh.state.md.us/psych, Maryland Board of Psychologists. mass.gov/dpl/board/pi/index.htm, Massachusetts Board of Registration in Psychology. michigan.gov/sys/0, 16017,51761underscore 17671underscore 17692-5919000.html, Michigan Board of Psychology. psychologyboard.state.mn.us, Minnesota Board of Psychology. psychologyboard.state.ms.us/msbp/msbp.nsf, Mississippi Board of Psychology. pr.mo.gov/psychologists.asp, Missouri State Committee of Psychologists. discovering-montana.com/dli/bsd/license/bsd_board/board_page.asp, Montana Board of Psychologists. hhs.state.ne.us/crl/mhcs/psych/psychindex.htm, Nebraska Psychology Licensing. psyexam.state.nv.us, Nevada Psychological Examiners Board. state.nh.us/mhpb/index.html, New Hampshire Board of Mental Health Practice. state.nj.us/lps/ca/medical/psycho.htm, New Jersey Board of Psychological Examiners. rld.state.nm.us/b&c/psychology, New Mexico Psychologist Examiners Board. op.nice.gov/psych.htm, New York Psychology Licensing. ncpsychologyboard.org, North Carolina Psychology Board. governor.state.nd.us/board/boards-query.asp?board_id=88, North Dakota Psychology Board. psychology.ohio.gov, Ohio State Board of Psychology. obpe.state.or.us, Oregon Board of Psychologist Examiners. dos.state.pa.us/bpoa/cwp/view.asp?question mark =$1104 Pennsylvania Board of Psychology. health.ri.gov/hsr/profession/psych.php, Rhode Island Board of Psychology. llr.state.sc.us/poll/psychology/index.asp, South Carolina Psychology Board. state.sd.us/dhs/board/psychologist/psych-ho.htm, South Dakota Board of Psychologists Examiners. state.tn.us/health/board/psychology, Tennessee Board of Examiners in Psychology. tsbep.state.tx.us/index.html, Texas State Board of Psychologists. dopl.utah.gov/licensing/psychologist.html, Utah Psychologist Licensing Board. vtprofessionals.org/upr1/psychologists, Vermont Psychology Board. dhp.state.va.us/psychology/default.htm, Virginia Board of Psychology. fortress.wa.gov/do/hpqa1/hps7/psychology/default.htm, Washington Board of Psychology. wvpsechbd.org, West Virginia Board of Examiners of Psychologist. drl.wi.gov/prof/psyc/def.htm, Wisconsin Psychologist Licensing. plboards.state.wy.us/psychology/index.asp, Wyoming Board of Psychology. State Social Work Board websites. abswe.state.al.us, Alabama Board of Social Work Examiners. dced.state.ak.us/occ/pcsw.htm, Alaska Board of Social Work Examiners. bbe.state.az.us/index.html, Arizona Board of Behavioral Health Examiners. arkansas.gov/swlb, Arkansas Social Work Licensing Board. bbs.ca.gov, California Board of Behavioral Sciences. dora.state.co.us/mental-health/sw board.htm, Colorado Social Work Examiners Board. ct-clic.com/trantipe.asp $856, Connecticut Social Work Licensing. Professional licensing.state.de.us/board/social workers/index.shtml, Delaware Board of Clinical Social Work Examiners. doh.state.fl.us/mqs/491/soc_home.html, Florida Board of Clinical Social Work. sos.state.ga.us/plb/counselors, Georgia Social Workers Board. hawaii.gov/dcca/area/pvl/program/social worker, Hawaii Social Worker Licensing. ebol.idaho.gov/swo.htm, Idaho State Board of Social Work Examiners. ildpr.com/who/sw.asp, Illinois Social Worker Licensing. in.gov/hpb/board/mhcb, Indiana Social Worker Board. idph.state.ia.us/lickensure/board_home.asp?board=SW, Iowa Board of Social Work Examiners. ksbsrb.org/social-workers.html, Kansas Social Worker Licensing. finance.ky.gov/our-cabinet/cabo-ff/oas/op/socwkbd, Kentucky Board of Social Work. labswe.org, Louisiana Board of Social Work Examiners. state.me.us/pfr/olr/categories/cat40.htm, Maine Social Worker Licensing. dhmh.state.md.us/bsway, Maryland Board of Social Work Examiners. mass.gov/dpl/board/sw, Massachusetts Board of Social Workers. michigan.gov/sys0,16075-154-17678_17693-70397, 00.html, Michigan Board of Social Work. socialwork.state.mn.us, Minnesota Board of Social Work. msboswmft.com, Mississippi State Board of Examiners for Social Workers. pr.mo.gov/socialworkers.asp, Missouri State Committee for Social Workers. discoveringontana.com/dli/bsd/license/bsd_board/swp_board/page.asp, Montana Board of Social Work Examiners. hhs.state.ne.us/crl/mhcs/mental/csw require.htm, Nebraska Certified Social Work Licensing. socwork.nv.gov, Nevada Board of Examiners for Social Workers. state.nj.us/lps/ca/social/swlic.htm, New Jersey Board of Social Work Examiners. rld.state.nm.us/b&c/social-wk, New Mexico Board of Social Work Examiners. op.nice.gov/csw.htm, New York Social Work Licensing. nccbsw.org, North Carolina Social Workers Board. ndbsway.com, North Dakota Board of Social Work Examiners. cswmft.ohio.gov, Ohio Counselors and Social Worker Board. osblsw.state.ok.us, Oklahoma State Board of Licensed Social Workers. bcsw.state.or.us, Oregon State Board of Licensed Clinical Social Workers. dos.state.pa.us/bpoa/cwp/view.asp?*1104$q=4333177, Pennsylvania Board of Social Workers. health.ri.gov/hsr/profession/s_work.php, Rhode Island Board of Examiners in Social Workers. llr.state.sc.us/poll/social workers/index.asp, South Carolina Board of Social Work Examiners. state.sd.us/dhs/board/social work/soc-hom.htm, South Dakota Board of Social Worker Examiners. state.tn.us/health/board/sw, Tennessee Board of Social Workers. tdh.state.tx.us/hcqs/plc/lsw/default.htm, Texas Board of Social Work Examiners. dopl.utah.gov/licensing/social_work.html, Utah Social Worker Licensing Board. vtprofessionals.org/opr1/social_workers, Vermont Clinical Social Worker Licensing. dhp.state.va.us/social/default.htm, Virginia Board of Social Work. fortress.wa.gov/do/hpqa1/hps7/social_worker/default.htm, Washington Licensed Social Worker Program. wvsocialworkboard.org, West Virginia Board of Social Work Examiners. drl.wi.gov/board/soc/index.htm, Wisconsin Social Work Examining Board. plboards.state.wy.us/mental health, Wyoming Mental Health Professions Licensing Board.